Georgia Democrat tearing into her party's slide into extreme liberal policies after she switched sides to be a Republican. She said in a tweet, quote, "I didn't leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left me when it embraced left-wing radicalism, lawlessness, and put the interest of illegal aliens over the interest of Americans. I have nothing to apologize for." Georgia State Representative Mesha Mainor is now the first Black Republican woman to ever serve in the Georgia General Assembly. And get this, she represents one of the bluest parts of the state. The newly minted Republican delivering a message for Black Americans voting for Democrats.
The Democrat Party has not been focusing on Black Americans for quite a while now. We cannot say that we care about people in marginalized communities if we want to keep them suppressed and oppressed. One of the things that bothered me the most is when I would ask them, why are we doing this? Why is it okay for kids to not be able to read? Their response to me was, we've got to give them hope. In response, I would say, since when is a lie hope? If you really care about Black people, the Black people that are elected need to do something about the issues for the Black people that they represent.
What's going on, everyone? It's Talks with Kenny here today, and we'll be analyzing the whole situation going on with Mesha Mainor. So, as you saw from the intro, Mesha Mainor decided to switch parties, and I commend her for that, right? Her constituency is 90% Democrat, right? And you can't make that claim that she's doing this for political, like personal political gain, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not like there was a geographical change going on in her district. She did it because, hey, she found herself disagreeing a lot with the Democratic Party. And just because you decide to switch to another party that more aligns with your interests, all of a sudden people are calling her a traitor. Many of these Democrats, they have a cult-like behavior. I'm sorry, I'm calling it out. And this is why I find leftism annoying, because it's so collectivist that you can't dissent not even one step out of line, right? She was for school choice. She voted. If you look at her voting record, for the most part, she voted with her constituents, the Democratic Party. But school choice and other things in regards to immigration, I believe also, she sided with the Republican Party. Because this is the problem with politics, right? Especially with the Democratic Party. They expect everyone to do in the best interest of the party, not necessarily what's the best interest for themselves and their constituents. She claims, Mesha Mainor claims, that school choice is something that her constituents want. So she was voting in the place of her constituents. But all these national Democrats are out here calling her a traitor. I'm like, yo, she's representing her district. If her district says they want school choice, she's their representative. She has to vote in line with what her people want. And she believes switching party was the best way to do that, because she'll have more support, because she gets no support. And if you saw from the intro, she also explains how she effectively called out the Democrats as liars. Like, they pander. And that's what this has been known. I've been calling this out since 6 months ago. Since I started this channel, I've been calling that out. That the Democrats will lie to you, pander to you, because they want to sell you hope. But what you can do with hope? Can you pay your bills with hope? Can you fix your problems with hope? No. Hope is supposed to motivate you to take action. Right? An idea is useless if you don't put action behind it. Right? And this is the problem with politics. It's more about people pandering and selling hope than to actually go there and fix problems. Because at the end of the day, they need the problems there to justify their reelection. Right? And this is the wedge issue that I have in politics. But hey, I digress. Follow me on Twitter, guys. If you haven't noticed already, I have a Twitter. I want to focus a little bit more on Twitter, but I haven't been motivated to really push content on there. So I've been slowly trying to give my thoughts, brain dumps. If you're all there for it, let me know. Follow me on Twitter. I'll greatly appreciate it. But I put out a tweet said, this doesn't surprise me at all. Democrats want voices that agree with them 100%. The moment you decide to dissent, this is how they respond. And she got a bunch of hate mail from switching party. Black lawmaker flooded with racist hate mail after switching parties, right? And this is supposed to be the tolerant party. And this is my argument. Whenever these black liberals come on my comment section calling me an Uncle Ruckus, I go, I'm not lying. I'm not loyal to no party. I'm only as loyal as long as our interests align towards the same goal. That's it. In the Democrat Party, y'all way over here. I'm over here, y'all way over there. I'm like, hey, you got nothing in common with me. You got nothing for me, Democrat Party. Right? And this is what I try to tell black people, is that Democrats only want diversity as long as you're saying the same thing. The minute you don't say the same thing, they're real close to show. Because at the end of the day, Democratic Party, they going back. They always been the party of slavery. They always been the party of Jim Crow. They always been the party of segregation. And this is how they play it. Oh, you're a black voter. You're supposed to do this behavior. Oh, you're a slave. You're a black man. You're supposed to be a slave. It's the same argument. It's just they changed their messaging now. The racists changed their stripes now. If you know anything about history, you look back. Just look at the Democratic policies and the Democratic's history. They always push race referencing. They always use race as a means of articulating what you should do or what you shouldn't be able to do, whether you're superior or inferior. This is why a lot of white Democrats, a lot of Democrats have a savior complex, and why they want to project this image and mindset into black people that they're helpless and they can't do nothing about their situation. This is why they hate personal responsibility so much. But I digress. Georgia State Rep Mesha Mainor made headlines when she announced last week that she was leaving the Democratic Party. In the days since, she has received a virtual tidal wave of hate mail, much of it overtly racist and profane. Mainor shared some of the emails she received, riddled with nasty language and racist epithets, in a series of screenshots on Twitter. Dear Democrat, sorry you feel this way. Mesha captioned the screenshot of one of her emails. Warning, graphic language, and I might not even be able to say everything. I would like to help your retarded black aide by telling you that saying you would support any candidate picked by the GOP during the primary is retarded. Not only is it retarded, you live up to the word N-word by just following blindly. Remember, you were a Democrat and felt abandoned to become a Republican, and now you're going to follow blindly like you did with your party. You are the stain on society that needs to be flushed. I wish you the absolute worst in your political history, you Uncle Tom B. This is what black conservatives go through, bro. It's crazy, right? And these are the white. This is the racism I'm talking about. When y'all see the bias and contempt I have for white liberals, this is making me remember, because when these liberal, I'm gonna call them retards. When these retards come and debate me, and like this, I experienced this in college. And I'll point out some of the things that the Democrats can't do or don't do, or I'll point out some historical facts I found out, and then they'll try to throw the party switch. And I said that don't exist because look at the policies; it's still consistent to the Democrats' position today. This is what they fall back to: name calling and labeling you. Because all it is that they put their party over their constituents. That's the Democratic Party. They believe their constituents work for them instead of them working for the constituents. That's the difference between the Republican Party. The Republican Party, no, hey, if we don't get our act together, we'll end up like Liz Cheney and we'll be out of a job, because that's how the conservative base is. We expect the politicians to represent us, and the minute we feel like they don't represent us, they out. You can't do that in the Democratic Party. This is why they're threatening to primary her, get her out of there. They can't wait for her to put a strong Democrat in there. But is a Democrat really what's going to be more beneficial for her constituents? If her constituents want school choice, putting another Democrat in there who's supposed to be anti-school choice, they're not going to get what they want. And this is what I'm talking about, where people need to disassociate themselves from their from their political party, and they need to be more about, okay, which solution is more effective at fixing my problem? School choice is more effective as fixing the education problem we have today. If you believe that, if your constituents believe that, you have to vote in their interest, because you represent the will of the people, not the will of the party. And the Democrats got that mixed up. That's probably why I'll never be a Democrat, right? So she put more in there, right? She got more. Sorry you feel that way, she said. Thank you to the hundreds sending well wishes, and I send my wishes to her, bro, because this is borderline harassment right here. And all you have to do is piss off a white liberal. All you got to tell them is like, oh, I like Trump. Oh, I like this. Oh, what? See how quick they turn on you. It's this weird level of ownership that liberals feel about black people. Like, oh, you, after all we done for you, what you mean? What all you done for us? If I look back in the Democratic Party, what you mean? Slavery? You mean segregation? With Woodrow Wilson, Jim Crow? You mean that's what you done for us? Joe Biden 1994 crime bill? That's what you done for us? Lyndon B. Johnson's war on poverty, which incentivized single motherhood, which it incentivized an environment where you lead black people in a higher propensity for poverty. You mean that what you done for black people? The only thing you have guaranteed is control for the Democratic Party, because at the end of the day, the Democratic Party needs people dependent on them. So they're not incentivized to actually set you up for success. They just want to sell you hope so you feel comfortable being dependent on them, so you feel comfortable in poverty. That's what the Democratic Party has done for black people. but they feel so entitled to your vote. Like, oh yeah, this is what you deserve. This is what you need. This ain't slavery, Democrat. I know y'all haven't been this mad since slavery, but yo, y'all need to relax. Y'all don't own black people. And that's the entitlement I get from the Democratic Party. Like, oh, they're entitled to you. They own you. Like you were their slaves back in the day. Bro, no one can tell me nothing, bro. The Democratic Party is the party of slavery, bro. Democratic Party started the KKK. And look how they approach her. A black person, right? Because remember, black people, we're not a monolith, right? She made a different decision. She said, nah, I think these people are aligned more with what I'm trying to go for. This is the comment she get from Democrats. Because I don't think no Republican is going to be sending her this before switching to the Republican Party. So these people have to be Democrats. So let's look more at this graphic language. You dumb Aunt Jemima mother effing traitor. Traitor to who? If it's in the black people's best interest to have school choice, to have more access to better quality education, who's she betraying? The Democratic Party. And that's how they look at you. Just like when the slaves used to run away from the plantation master and the plantation master was able to catch you, you damn traitor, you're supposed to be working on this plantation. Uncle Ruckus will tell you, you don't know how good you had it here. That's how they treat the Democratic Party. And when people get mad at me for comparing the Democrats, Democrats are playing plantation politics. They want people to stay politically enslaved to them like they were back in the day when they had physical slavery. People want to get mad in my comment section. This is the type of stuff I talk about. But this is the tolerant left. This is the left where, all conservatives may not be racist, but all racists are conservative. Lie. Democrats are racist, but they just hide it better because they know they need your vote. That's it. This is why I don't subscribe to nothing Roland Martin said. I'm like, you look, and this is the funny part I find too. Sorry, I'm going on a rant here. The funny part I find is that people will call me a grifter and all this stuff. But look at Roland Martin. Like, let's compare to Roland Martin. You think Roland Martin going to point out what the hate mail she's getting and condemn this stuff? No, he probably ain't even going to bring the attention to this to his people. All right? But for some reason, people are skeptical of me for just advocating for what I believe to be true. That's how brainwashed I think a lot of black people are. I'm being honest, bro. Bro, I never been this mad in my life, dog. Imagine that. And these are supposed to be the people who's supposed to be pro-black. Fake. Y'all pro-Democrat. That's what black Democrat is. And no one can tell me nothing about that. I don't give a damn. Because if you compare a black Republican versus a black Democrat, black Republicans are more pro-black than black Democrats. Black Republicans say, hey, why are we committing abortion? We're effectively genociding our own people. 40% of abortions are done by black women. In New York, black women are more likely to abort their kids than their kid to be born. And they wonder why we have a lower population rate, why our population rate has been stagnant. We've been at 12% since forever. When if you had it the Republicans' way and we had no abortion in 1972, black people would have been the second largest population in America. We would have been the biggest voting bloc, the second biggest voting bloc in America. You don't think that will help our political power, our leverage, put us in a position of power? But Democrats know they can't control a big population. You see, all you have to do is look at the white population. The population is so big that they can't have them all uniformly vote for one party. It's impossible. So they know, let's keep the minorities. Let's keep them nice, small, and manageable. And then we'll say, we'll do this for this people. We'll do that for that people. We'll do this for this people. So, and it's easier to consolidate and control smaller portion size populations. This is one of the incentives for why the Democratic Party want abortion. Right? That's just me. That's just me looking into it. That's just my perspective. But hey, I digress. This is a disgusting story. And yeah. I will be sure to take a good chunk of my retirement savings, which is substantial, and will donate to whoever it is that will be running against you, you self-hating black negress. Wow. A Democrat. You don't even know if they're black or white. Maybe they're black. See you come 2024, how I will help to make sure you are defeated. Go run in a Republican Confederate district that loves self-hating Negroes like you. Can't even spell. Lie you. Bruh. This type of stuff that pissed me off. Who's more self-hating? Huh? Like, projection, bro. It's like I said, if a group of people all think the same thing about a topic, is the people really thinking? Do these people, are these people who sending this stuff to her, are they really thinking? Not one substantial argument or refutation for why she shouldn't have done the decision she did. All you get is name calling, coercion, peer pressure. And that's what the Democrats rely on. They rely on coercive control, coercive force. Hey, we're going to compel you to do what we want you to do. And that's what makes me so resistant to them. I'm like, I don't like people telling me to do something. Oh, you're supposed to do this because of X. You're supposed to do this because you're a man. You're supposed to do this because you're black. No, I'm not. I'm not supposed to do anything. And I got 2 words: make me. And, Democrats seem to hate that. When they know that when people know they can't have control over you, that pisses them off the most. See a Democrat. Oh, you gotta look at a Democrat. They set everything in their favor. They shame you. They say they're gonna put you back in change, even though the Democrats were the one who put you in chain. Like, it's so ridiculous. But hey, I'm done. I'm done sprouting whatever. I'm done ranting right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is yo. Give me another reason not to vote Democrat. Give me another reason why not to associate with leftists. The intolerant left. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.